Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Explore Fluency. I'm Lucy, and let's be real for a second. Have you ever sat down with a massive English grammar book, read a rule about the present perfect continuous, felt like a total genius for 5 minutes, but then, the moment you tried to actually speak, your mind went completely blank? But today, I am showing up a very secret successful strategy for smooth English speaking fluency, and that is combining vocabulary with grammar. This smart strategy is never discussed on YouTube by anyone. As you know, in my past videos, I always used to call you my family. Therefore, what I would bring for you is always a real friendship solution. I hope my last video about never forgetting words would create a great impact for your English learning journey. So for continuing English journey smoothly, I am bringing very unique and most important point for my Explore Fluency family. I feel pleasure always to share valuable information with my family. As you may have observed that this happens very often in learners' life when they learn new words, but they lack the right way to speak. Their mouth feels confused whether, is that correct sentence that I spoke? This is the stage where learner gets no results. It's incredibly frustrating, right? You feel like you're collecting all these rules, but you're not actually building a language. You're just building a library of forgotten data. Today, we are going to discover a simple truth. What we observe is not always what we retain. Most beginners spend hours memorizing tables of verbs or watching grammar tutorials, but they still struggle to form a basic sentence. Why? Because there is a massive gap between knowing a rule and owning it. Today, I'm going to show my Explore Fluency family how to bridge that gap and finally make grammar feel natural. This confusion becomes avoidance most of time as one learner discovers no correct solution, and when you don't match right solution, whether should I continue with learning new words or what new should I learn to continue English fluency speaking journey? Some people find smart solution, and that is grammar. Grammar learning is a key that connects right, or you can say that makes sense of your sentence dialogue as correct. I want to talk to you about something I call daily inventory. In most areas of life, we check our progress. We check our bank accounts, we check the time, we check our fitness steps. But do you analyze your learning? If your brain feels capable of learning just one grammar structure today, maybe it's just how to use is versus are, then follow that practice. Why? Because one new learned concept is a past learning for today, and by the second day, that vocabulary and grammar count becomes 2. In this way, you learn 365 new patterns in a cycle. But here is the real challenge. How do you retain them? Learning grammar daily and not making the right use of it, skipping the importance of the word or the rule, puts you under a cost of forgetting. Your human brain is a master at cleaning house. It does not store memories that aren't used. If a rule is registered but never practiced in a real conversation, your subconscious memory deletes it to save energy. This is why your conscious mind must be the leader. You have to tell your brain, this rule is important. I am going to use it right now. Retention has a deep connection with practice. Without usage, grammar is just noise. I want you to believe this. You are capable of more than you think, but you need the right direction. Your path is speaking fluency, and your destiny is the success that comes with it. However, most beginners fall into the observation trap. You might listen to a native speaker or read a sophisticated article and think, I understand this grammar. But understanding is not the same as mastery. What we listen to is just data passing through. If your brain doesn't see a need for that data, if you don't use it to describe your life, your job, or your feelings, it deletes it to save space. In English learning, memory isn't just about trying hard. It's about signaling to your brain that this specific grammar point is a tool for survival. If you don't use the tool, the brain throws it away. We need to move from being observers to being active users. When we overweight our thoughts with too many rules at once, we generate a pressure that creates a mess in our memory. You start mixing up do and does, was and were. This is why the best English learners maximize their usage of a small amount of information every single day. Why is it so hard to make grammar stick? It's because language learning is a marathon, and there are memory thieves trying to slow you down. Let's identify them so we can defeat them. 1. The fear of judgment. When we are afraid of making a grammar mistake, our brain goes into fight or flight mode. This stress drains your mental battery. When you are stressed, your brain literally shuts down the part responsible for language recall. You forget the rule not because you are bad at English, but because your brain is trying to protect you from embarrassment. 2. The lack of logic. Let's be honest, English is messy. Why is red pronounced differently in the past tense? Why do we say on the bus but in the car? When your mind doesn't see a clear logic, it gets tired and gives up. This leads to that fatigue where you feel like you're working hard but achieving nothing. 3. The invisible progress. You don't see your grammar grow every day. It's like watching a tree grow. Because you don't feel better after 1 hour of study, your willpower starts to fade. You think you're failing, but in reality, you just haven't stayed consistent enough to see the result. So how do we fix this? How do we make grammar a permanent part of our conscious mind? Here are my top 4 strategies for the Explore Fluency community. 1. The 5-minute rule. Don't wait for inspiration to study a 40-page grammar chapter. Tell yourself, I will only practice this one specific rule, like the past tense, for 5 minutes. Usually, starting is the hardest part. Once you begin, the friction disappears. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. 2. Habit stacking. Don't rely on your memory to remind you to practice grammar. Stack it. Tell yourself, after I pour my morning coffee, I will say 3 sentences about what I did yesterday using the past tense. By attaching English to an existing habit, you save your mental energy for the actual learning. 3. Identity shifting. Stop saying, I'm a beginner trying to learn grammar. Start saying, I'm an English speaker who is refining my skills. When you view English as part of your identity, it requires less effort to show up. You don't decide to speak, you just speak because that's who you are. 4. The Golden 3 production. Instead of trying to learn 50 rules, feed your mind just 3. But use those 3 in 3 different ways. Write them in a journal, say them out loud to yourself, imagine them in a real-life scenario. If you learn a grammar point that doesn't seem to fit your daily life, make a scenario. Put yourself in a situation where you must use it. This forces the brain to register the information as important. Science tells us that 15 minutes a day wins over 5 hours once a week every single time. This is because of neuroplasticity. Your brain needs repetition to move grammar from short-term storage to long-term mastery. Willpower is the glue that makes the lessons stick. When you stay consistent, you are literally rewiring your physical brain. You are building new neural pathways. That is the power you hold. Fluency isn't a gift for smart people, it's a reward for the persistent ones. Your willpower is your greatest asset. Treat it with respect. Don't let laziness tear down the efforts you make. Forgetting a rule isn't a permanent failure. It's just a sign that you haven't registered your success in the conscious mind yet. Weight your efforts. Direct your brain to use what you learn in daily conversation. If you don't lose your routine, you won't lose your English. I want to hear from you. What is one grammar rule or one new word you've observed recently but keep forgetting to use? Let's talk about it in the comments below. I'll be jumping in to help you make a correct sentence with it. I expect everyone to make a comment today. I want to check how loyal you are to your daily learning routine. You can even share your sentences from the past week. I'd love to read how you are using your words and what you have learned from this video. Connecting your brain with never forget words rule with never lost in grammar would create a new journey of successful English speaking with fluency that is all about confidence. My friends, if you apply my last video, Never Forget Words 5-minute rules with 5-minute grammar rules in making sentence, that would blow up a new level of speaking era of fluency. Adjusting both 5 minutes rules to 1 5-minute rules would mark you an intermediate learner to advanced English learner. And please, don't let the memory thieves tell you that grammar is too messy. It only feels messy because you aren't using it to describe your life. Use it to describe your morning coffee, your job, or your feelings for a friend. When grammar becomes personal, it becomes permanent. Remember, your success is built on the small things you do every day. Share this video with one friend who is struggling with grammar. They might need this information to maximize their efforts. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our Explore Fluency journey. Give this video a thumbs up if you're going to use the 5-minute rule today. I'm Lucy, and I'll see you in the next one. Keep exploring, keep growing, and keep speaking. Bye for now.